everyone, my name is Martha. I'm a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist, and I am from Eros Coaching. That's eroscoaching.com. So I am inspired to do this video because it has come up a few times in my work. In fact, many times. So I wanted to address this specifically. So in my work as a sexologist, um, based in Singapore, who is Asian, I work with a lot of people who have vaginismus. So vaginismus is a condition that happens when a woman's vagina, when a person's vagina shuts down, making penetration difficult or impossible. And by that, it can mean difficulty with penetration with a cotton bud, a tampon, a sex toy, a finger, and of course the penis as well. And a lot of times, this is very much linked to the fear of pain. And this fear of pain is linked to, in turn, the lack of sexual information and knowledge, as well as lack of sexuality education. This fear of pain, I believe, is perpetuated from hearsay and also from horrific reports around sex, like rape, that is very common in the media. So the horrible side of sex actually has much more publicity than the pleasurable, wonderful side of sex. So when you have a virgin who has very little sex education and actually she has been inundated with reports of pain around sex her whole life, and also not really sure what to expect for first time sex, there is a lot of fear around pain, and as a result, the body involuntarily tenses up in anticipation of penetration. So the fear of the unknown, the fear of not knowing what to expect is definitely there. So what happens with modern day society is, even though we can be very affluent and people can be highly educated, but when it comes to sexuality, there is a huge gap. And so what's happening is a lot of people are seeking help from me in the last 10 years that I have been in practice, 10 years. And this is the number one issue people come to me for. And I am very careful not to say people who have vaginismus are women, because not everybody with a vagina identifies as a woman. However, in my work, a lot of these people who have vaginismus do identify as heterosexual women, and they usually have a primary vaginismus. Most of them are virgins and they've never had penetrative sex. They have never inserted a finger or tampon into themselves either. And what's happened is, this is, like I mentioned, very common in my work, and number one issue that I see in Singapore. I have inquiries around Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Bangladesh, Pakistan, China, you name it, even as far away as Canada. So some of these people are actually coming in, and the moment they tell me they have vaginismus and want to make an appointment with me, I ask them to come in with their partner if they have a partner. And partner doesn't necessarily mean married. It can be boyfriend, girlfriend. It can be fiance. It can be somebody of the same gender as well. It's irrelevant. The issue is a lot of them are not sure, so they ask me, and I say, come in with your partner. And sometimes, even though I say that, they still come in by themselves. And so if you're watching this video, I'm making this video for you. And the reason I'm making this video is because I want you to know that I'm making this video thinking that you're going to think that this is your problem and you need to solve it, or this is your problem and it's better to solve it without involving him. It really depends on you. If you have vaginismus and you're thinking of coming to see me, just know that I'm here to support you regardless of whether you're coming with your partner or not. However, this is what I like to say. It is the same amount of money, whether you come in by yourself or with your partner. And it's much, much, much better that you start off with him getting this same information and knowledge that I'm going to be sharing with you during that session. And the first session can be very intense because I give a lot of information, and it is useful to have your partner there with you, supporting you emotionally, and also remembering this information with you, so that when you go home together, you can discuss what you have understood, and you can actually come together and discuss the plan that you have going forward. You can resolve vaginismus by yourself. You can. With some support by me, you can. However, it is much, much easier with the support of your partner. And so, how are you going to get your partner to support you if your partner doesn't have the information that you have, by coming to see me? So, what's a lot of times, because I give so much information, and they have a lot of aha moments, and then they start to wish that their partner was there with them, because it's going to be secondhand information when they explain this to their partner, and now they're trying to remember what they have heard and trying to think, okay, how do I tell this to my partner? Because sometimes it is useful to not feel that you have to be the one to now become the educator, that I am the educator and your partner can ask me the questions directly. So by not involving your partner, you're actually robbing him of that opportunity to learn with you and also to support you. So today I actually made an analogy, and my client got it immediately. So I'm going to share this analogy, and I hope you don't be offended with this analogy, and it may not be very politically correct. And the analogy is this. Say one day, I know it's a bit far-fetched for somebody who has vaginismus, if you have a child with this person and you're going to the hospital giving birth, you're going to give birth. Are you going to say, this is my baby and this is my problem? Because this is our baby, right? This is your baby and your partner's baby. And so similarly, vaginismus is an issue that is best resolved together and fastest resolved with their support. If they have an issue with their erection, or with their health, and doctor says they want you to go in with them to better understand the situation, would you, vice versa, would you go in to support your partner? You would. So if I'm saying that I really would like both of you to come in, I'm really saying it because from experience, people who feel supported actually are able to be emotionally more stable. They're able to absorb what they are hearing better, and the outcome is they are able to overcome this much easier and much faster. And so don't see this as an individual issue. Please don't. Please, I understand that you can have a lot of guilt and a lot of blame and shame, and I'm here to support you, and it breaks my heart for you to think that nobody cares. But if your partner doesn't understand this, and it hasn't been supportive and been shaming you and blaming you, one of the reasons why he's doing that is because he's frustrated. And he's frustrated because he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't have a vagina. And that's where I come in. That's where I come in and give the information. So I'm the one who can take the brunt of it, and I'm the one who can actually phrase it in a way that he can understand, because a third party, he's more likely to not take it personal and not view it as an emotional attack. So hearing it from somebody who is trained, who is certified, who has been doing this for 10 years is a big bonus for him to hear it from me, not secondhand. So actually, by you not letting him come in with you or not having him there with you, for whatever reason, scheduling issues, travel a lot for work, long distance, it's much, much easier, much, much better if you guys come in together. So one of the things that you guys can do is, besides working with me face to face, is there's always the option of Skype or Zoom. and we can schedule it such that the three of us can be on the call together. And technology is not the best thing, but it sometimes is the only way. So I have been working with people with vaginismus for 10 years, and this is the number one issue people come to me for. And some people, they don't have vaginismus, they don't have fear of penetration, they just have unconsummated marriage. And so this is a great opportunity for you guys to come in and ask all the questions you want for one fee, for one time. And this is your time, and this is customizable, this is personalized, and we just addressed it as and when they come up very organically. And so you are going to be able to move forward faster because you get to learn, and your partner also has the opportunity to ask. So I really don't want you to be thinking like this is your problem, because if your partner has a health problem or a sexuality issue, would you be willing to go in with them if they ask for help? So if your partner is very hesitant, very shy, very embarrassed, show them this video and let them know this is who they're going to meet. Let them know that this person has been doing it for 10 years and worked with more than 600 couples, and is the vaginismus expert in Singapore. Let them know that I know what I'm talking about, and I have worked with so many clients who have overcome vaginismus in a very short amount of time, and the testimonials are on my website. I am so passionate and confident about supporting people to overcome vaginismus that I even created an online program for it, sharing everything that I know. And since then, many other things that I have learned and many other things that I share. However, that program, I have made it really affordable for people who are not based in Singapore, because people were having difficulties understanding those exercises, so I had to film them. And so that's why the program is online and available and at a pretty low price. And I have done all these, and still people are very hesitant to seek help because they don't know me, they don't know who I am, they don't know my passion, they don't know my background, they don't know my track record. So it is a product that people will be hesitant to purchase if they don't know me personally. I would have to say from experience that a product is a product. Sometimes we buy something and then just put it aside. So the face-to-face has been the most successful, because this is when they really feel the personalization and addressing their fears and concerns the right way and also directly. So I really hope that you can come in with your partner, because then with more understanding, your partner will be able to support you and overcome this issue with you together, instead of this issue becoming something that pulls you apart and actually make you guys more distressed and more upset and hate sex more and more. Let this be an issue that strengthens the relationship and brings you closer and closer. And it is possible. It is possible with support. And so this is Martha of Eros Coaching. I feel that I have been going on for a bit, and I'm not sure if I'm clear and if I'm getting it through. However, I really want you to know that a lot of people are very shy to come in and see me, but I've been doing this for 10 years. And a lot of times once they get there and they find out like how comfortable I am talking about sex, they get comfortable themselves. And a lot of times my clients don't want to leave. They just want to keep asking and asking and asking all the questions that they have, and even from their childhood incidents that maybe is at the back of their head that wants to also be addressed. So this is when the healing can happen, because we don't have a space that we can talk about these things without feeling ignorant and stupid. And there's no stupid question. We just didn't know because we didn't have this information. And so isn't it better to get it out and ask and feel free and feel that, oh, okay, that you understand, than to hold on to it and let it block you. So I really want my clients to live their lives fully and fearlessly and happily, and feeling really positive about sex, and really feeling that sex is something that enhances their life and also their relationships. And it is a horrible thing to have vaginismus. Um, and I really want you to know that I really empathize with the pain and the frustration. It's not that my clients do not try to help themselves. It's not true that my clients do not do what they can. However, if you keep doing things in the same way, that's because you didn't know what else to do. So there are many tips, techniques, many kinds of information that I share, and some of these things that I share cannot be found online because I developed it, because I have been doing this for 10 years and I know the common questions. And so over the years, I have learned to address them much more quickly so that my clients get the aha moment more quickly and then they can move on more quickly. So this is one of the reasons why a lot of my clients are able to overcome vaginismus in a very short amount of time. And I I I feel frustrated. I feel very frustrated that vaginismus is so common in my own country. And I'm thankful that I'm a woman who has a vagina, um, who has had the experience of losing my virginity and having penetration and knowing exactly what people with vaginas can feel and how you can have sex that is less painful. And so I really hope you guys can seek the support that you need so that you don't have to continue to suffer because you don't know what to do. That's why you feel stuck. If you knew what to do and how to do it, then hopefully with the support that I provide, you'll be able to overcome this much quicker and smoother and positively, and then be able to move on with your life. So this is Martha of Eros Coaching. I'm a sex and relationship counselor. I've been doing this for 10 years. And you can drop me an email at drmarthalee@eroscoaching.com or through my website, that's eroscoaching.com. So thank you. And I look forward to hearing from you.